Dear viewers, dear learners, and dear persons from here and there of the world who are watching this video at this time being about past indefinite tense, please be interested in watching this video from top to bottom. Dear viewers, I, I am now going to discuss about the past indefinite tense. You see, there are 3 points of using this past indefinite tense in our sentences. We have to remember 3 points. Number one, the action started in the indefinite past time. So what is the main point of the past indefinite tense? You have to remember that the action started in an indefinite past time, or in the indefinite past time. The action started in the indefinite past time. So how long did the action start? So there are two things you have to remember. The action started minimum 1 second ago or long time ago. So dear viewers, you have to understand like this way: the action started minimum 1 second ago or long time ago. So the action started before. And the second thing is that it was also finished in the past. It was also finished in the past. So the finishing point of time is also unknown to us. In the past indefinite tense, if you want to understand it, we have to remember that the finishing time of the action was really unknown, or it is not known to us. So you have to have the idea like this way. And number three, you have to see, now there is no reality or the actions at the present time. Dear viewers, you have to remember that there is no reality or the actions at present. There is no reality or the actions at this time. So the action possesses no reality in the present time. So please take a look at this sentence. He made a mistake. He made a mistake. What does it mean? He made a mistake. So how long or how long ago he did he make a mistake? Or I may ask you the questions that when did he make a mistake? There may be a questions according to the first rule. According to the first point, the question may be, when uh, did he make a mistake? When did he make a mistake? The answer is that he made a mistake. He made a mistake. The time is implied here. The past indefinite tense. In this past indefinite tense, the past time is implied. Suppose the time maybe 1 second ago or long ago. So the time is implied. And the action also finished. He also finished the action. That means he also finished making a mistake in the past time. In this case also, we don't know when was the action finished. And third of all, there is no reality. He made a mistake. There is no reality of this action now. He made a mistake long ago or 1 second ago. But in the second sentence, you see, he has made a mistake. What is the difference you see? You see, the difference is that he has made a mistake. That means he has made a mistake and he is correcting it. He is going to correct it. he has made a mistake and he is going to correct it. So dear viewers, you see there is a reality in this sentence. This is the present perfect tense. In the present perfect tense there is a reality, that is there is a result of doing any actions. He has made a mistake. So the result or reality is that he is going to correct it. He is going to correct the mistake. So this is the result or reality in the present time. But in the past times, in the past tense, you see it has no reality in the present. Though the present perfect tense and the past indefinite tense have the same meaning, but according to the action, according to the usage or reality of using tenses in English grammar, we have to remember that the past indefinite tense has no reality in the present, but the present perfect tense, though it focuses the past time, it has a great reality or result in the present. So this is the key differences of using present perfect tense and the past indefinite tense and sentences in English grammar. So dear viewers, now I am going to discuss about the past indefinite tense in brief. Please take a look at. Dear viewers, we can just make the past indefinite tense of three verbs. Number one, a verb to be, a verb to have, and any one action verb. So first of all, I am going to show you the first indefinite tense of verb to be. Verb to be. Verb to be. So, dear viewers, you know what is verb to be? In the past form or in the past indefinite tense, there are two verb to be. Two forms of verb to be. I mean, two forms of verb to be. What are they? Number one is was. Number two is were. Number one is were. Number one is was, and number two were. So in the past indefinite tense, we can use either was or were. So take a look at affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. Samira was a good student. Samira was a good student. Here we also see, in this case, the verb to be and the past form is was after the subject third person singular number, but it may be used also after the subject uh, first person singular number. Suppose was, I not, was not a bad student. I was not a bad student. Dear viewers, you see, and this sentence, the verb to be was has been used after the first person singular number, and in the above sentence you see the subject is third person singular number and has taken verb to be was after it. So the verb to be was can be used after any third person singular number and also after the first person singular number, that is I. And in other cases we can use the verb to be were. Suppose you were good students. You were good students, dear viewers, you see. Or you may use here they are, Poriman, Rohim, we are, you are, etc. So you have a general conception about this, I think. Now I like to show you the antecedents of first indefinite tenses in our sentences. like the following. Suppose this is affirmative sentence, Samira was a good student, and in the negative sentence or conversion, we can use Samira. Samira was not a good student. Samira was not a good student. So, dear viewers, you can see that we can make conversion or in transformation in our sentences. We have made the conversion of Samira was a good student. This is affirmative, and from this affirmative sentence I have made Samira was not a good student by adding not after the verb to be was. So this is actually you see this is actually the conversion, because in the conversions there becomes two changes. First of all, the number one is that the formation or the structure of the sentence becomes changed, and also the meaning of the sentence also changed with the change of the formation. So Samira was not a good student. That means Samira was a bad student, or Samira was not so good student, etc. Samira was not a good student. This means Samira was a bad student. So the meaning has already been changed in the sentence and also with the structure. But if I make it a transformation, so you have to write the sentence like this way. If I make it transformation, uh, Samira Samira was not a bad student. Samira was not a bad student. Dear viewers, you see. So in this session, you see we can use the opposite adjective or opposite word with the negative word no or not. So if we use no or not, we can use the opposite word uh, as it is easy to make the usage in our sentences. So Samira was not a bad student. In this case, the structure of the sentence, the structure of the sentence has been changed, but the meaning of the sentence has not been changed, because Samira was not a bad student. This means Samira was a good student. So dear viewers, now you can see, if I write like this way, interrogative sentence. So in this case also you can make the conversion or the transformation. Suppose interrogative sentence. So was Samira a student? Was Samira a student? Was Samira a student? So this is the questions with the change of meaning a little. You see, was Samira a student? There is a suspicion, or there is a somewhat disbelief. Was Samira a student? That may mean that Samira was not a student. Was Samira a good student? Sorry, the sentence is like this way. Was Samira a good student? Good student. Here viewers, you see. So there may be any suspicions in this sentence. Was Samira a good student? The result may be no, she was not a good student, or if it is yes, then we can tell yes, she was a good student. So there may be two answers for the questions. So there may be any suspicions, or confusion. So this has been sensed with the change of meaning, and it focuses on the conversion of sentence. But if I make it a transformation, how can I write it? So I am going to make it transformation. In this case, we have to use a contracted form or short form of have to be and not. That is wasn't, wasn't, wasn't Samira, wasn't Samira a good, wasn't Samira a good student? Wasn't Samira a good student? Dear viewers, you see, wasn't Samira a good student? This means, wasn't Samira a good student? That means Samira was a good student. Wasn't Samira a good student? That means we are giving emphasis of her being a good student. So there is no suspicions. Wasn't Samira a good student? Yes, Samira was a good student. So we can say, no, she was not a good student. So we can't say, we have no right to say this because this is giving emphasis over her being a good student. So there is no suspicion. And last of all, I like to tell you, we can use the fourth, fourth phase of our interchange of sentences, that is interrogative negative. Interrogative negative in our sentences. Actually, this is interrogative negative. Wasn't Samira a good student? Actually, this is interrogative negative. When we are making the transformation of the sentences about to be, we just want to sustain the meaning. We can make this sentence like this way: wasn't Samira a good student? Wasn't Samira a good student? Or in other way, we can write was Samira not a good student? A good student. So, dear viewers, you can see, was Samira not a good student? In this case, we have used the verb to be at the outside of the sentence, and we have used, I have used the negative word or adverb not after the subject, and it has also the it has also beard, it has also bore the same meaning, it has also sustained the same meaning in relation with the above one. Wasn't Samira a good student? Wasn't Samira a good student, or was Samira not a good student? Refer to the same meaning. So I can say that this is the basic rule of using the interrogative negative like this way, and this is the updated rule. While we are making interrogative negative, we have to use the contracted form or short form of verb to be or any other auxiliary verbs plus not before the subject. So, dear viewers, firstly, I like to thank you with your cooperation for me, and I hope you will learn English with your uh, full emotion, full reality, and fully love for learning your English in case of your understanding in writing or in writing or speaking English. So if you want to attain command over speaking English or writing English, you have to know a lot about tense and the usages of tenses in English grammar. Then you will be able to make proper or accurate sentence in your speaking or writing English, and in course of time you will find that this is no hard work to make correction of the sentences. So I wish you from the core of my heart that you can sustain learning English watching my videos, and till then wish you best of luck. Thank you everybody.